Hi everyone, welcome back to the vlog. We're going home for Christmas. Hi everyone, welcome to my packing vlog. I don't know what time it is, it's probably like 3 o'clock. As you see, I've done everything this morning except start packing. I had a doctor's appointment, and then I washed my sheets, and then I painted. Yeah, so I'll have to make sure I give my cousin this gift before I post the video because I painted her gift. Yeah. So on this episode, I'm gonna overpack to go home. Because, like, for once, like, all my stuff is here. I don't have clothes at home, like that whole meme. So I'm trying to, like, bring, like, staples that I, like. But the problem is, like, I can't plan outfits because when I wake up, I don't know if I'm going to want to wear what I prepared. So I try to bring, like, pieces that I like. But I'm, like, trying not to overdo it. because that's on brand for me. So like I'll bring my favorite like sweats. I've got like my 4 staple pants that I like to wear. I'm bringing 1 Christmas crew neck, a quarter zip, a hoodie, and like 2 crew necks. And then one of the crew necks, that's already too many crew necks that I'm like bringing. But I wanted to bring my Adidas one. I was gonna wear that in the car. It's right here. Because I'm gonna wear my joggers and like a t-shirt. But then one of those, I'm on the fence about if one of those is gonna come. But yeah, this is like my process. It's not fast. It does take me forever. I probably won't wear half of this. Like there's a couple outfits like I have in mind. And like, am I gonna want to work out? The odds are probably no, but then what if I do? Like I'm bringing 1 pair of leggings, not to exercise in. They're gonna go with like 2 sweaters that I have. That's gonna be a cute outfit. So yeah, like this is chaotic, and I'll like check in with you and we'll see where we're at. But packing to go home for 2 weeks. First bathroom break. Someone's hating this whole experience. We did meow for the first hour. We are an hour in, a little over. She's doing better. She's calming down. She just doesn't like the movement of the car. Did I almost have a mental breakdown in the first 10 minutes of the drive? Yes. I won't lie to you, but okay, people are coming into their cars. Okay, bye. Hi everyone, about time I checked in. Today we just finished my last day of my internship. We just got back to PA yesterday, 13-hour drive, and then I turned around and drove an hour to work, and I drove an hour back. Woo! But yeah, I had to give my work stuff back because I'm starting a new internship in the spring, and there's a conflict with them. So I'll be a one internship girly instead of two, which is honestly for the best. But yeah, this is a little brief check-in. I think I'll do a more in-depth one. The filming's been chaotic. I actually have no idea what this video is gonna look like. But this happens with every video, so everyone knows what they're getting themselves into. But yeah, peace out. I'll check in later. Hi everyone, welcome back to Jasmine's Book Corner. We're doing a 2023 recap. We're not gonna talk about how it's being filmed in 2024. I'm just a girl, I make mistakes. But yes, we're going to start with my top 5 favorite books of the year. And this has been very difficult to figure out. But if I had to assign a number 1 spot, I think it's gonna go to Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmis. I so deeply loved this book. It was so beautifully written. I love the female character. I love a women in STEM book. For those who know me, I'm a big Allie Hazelwood girl. This is not comparable to Allie Hazelwood at all, but it does have a female lead. It was just so beautifully done. It was a Barnes & Noble Book of the Year. The book is gorgeous. It's hard to put into words how I felt about it, but emotionally I just felt so empowered reading this book. There's my cat, everyone. Sorry about that. Gorgeous. Number 1. Nothing else really to say about it. But she's my favorite. She was my 1 5-star read out of this whole list. So that says something, I think. You can't argue with me, it's my opinion. Okay. So next, we have my trusty Kindle. One of these books I did read in hardcover, or paper, but it was a book I borrowed from a friend. The other were Kindle books, and I have one more physical book. This is so hard. I've already practiced this because I filmed that and messed it up. I think we'll go with the other book. Okay, it's not really a 1 through 5, but it's the top 5. The only one who's number 1 is Lessons in Chemistry. But I also love This Time No Wrong by Emma Straub. I read this when I went to New York. So good, could not put it down. Like, I went through it so fast. I love a good time traveling book. The elements, the lessons, the love. It was so good. It was so good. I read her other book, All Adults Here. Did not love it as much. But Emma Straub just is a beautiful writer. Love her so much. Want to go to her bookstore in New York. Just gorgeous. As Oprah said, remarkable. It was. Okay. Next, I think would be Happy Place by Emily Henry. That is my favorite Emily Henry book. I've read all 4 of her books so far. Can't wait for her new one. But this one was my favorite. I loved the like dynamic friendship element. Like I remember that standing out to me the most. Like when her other books, it's usually just like the 2 characters. But this one had like a group dynamic. And I love books where like friendship is like also a part of the like relationship story. Because I love like when we address like how our friends are affected by our relationships, like in the book. Like I think that's so beautifully done. Like that was one of my favorite books this year. Another book, speaking of relationships, I read lots of romance books if you cannot tell, was a book Between Us by Mahari McFarland. I was not expecting to like this book as much as I did. I went in thinking it was like a cheesy romance book. Like I did judge the book by its cover. I acknowledge and accept that. But it just exceeded my expectations. It was such a deep exploration of her like finding herself like after a terrible partner, like basically wrote a show like exposing her secrets and her like figuring out like who she is like without him and like finding like a new life. And it was like a little hometown romance, but in like a way where it's like you're the it girl and I want you to be happy. Oh, it was so beautiful. I absolutely loved it. And finally, for the number 5 spot, we have The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Turton. I should have looked these up. That book's so good. That was one of the few like thriller, darker books that made it onto my list. I've read quite a few of them, but this one was something different. The twists in that book are beautiful. Like he really killed that with the plot line. It was a little slow in the beginning, but it really picks up and it just like the whole book unravels, and I love that so much. That was a really good book. It was I borrowed that from a friend, so shout out Blake, thank you. He's not gonna watch this. And then my professor recommended it to me and I loved it so much, so thank you, Dr. Hamlet. But yeah, Kendall Girly, Ride or Die. Okay, so those are my favorite books, and some books I hated this year were Addicted to You. That book was terrible, 0 plotline. If the characters just want to do it, that's fine, but just the plot was so bad. I thought it was gonna be good because this guy I think was popular on TikTok. Is terrible. That's on me. But other people liked it, and that's okay. It just wasn't my type of speed. I also read this book called Bewilderment. Thank you, October. By Richard Powers. It was like a son-father duo. Terrible. The ending was awful. The book had the plot did not move at all. And it didn't do it for me. It was like a recommended book. I remember buying it like a while ago and I finally read it. I didn't like it. It wasn't good. And finally, I believe the worst book I read, well, there's 2 spots that are fighting for that. Say hi, everyone. Sorry, you're just gonna like see my cat's tail because I don't really edit much. Thank you. You can sit there. What is it? It's not It Ends With Us. If He Were With Me or something like that. I don't know. I listened to it as like an audiobook. It was the cringiest writing I've ever read. Oh, I hated it so much. I like hate Reddit because I hated it so much. It was like this boy that like dies and be like, oh, if he'd been with me. It was bad. It was so bad. And everybody was raving about it on TikTok. And I was like, It was bad. And finally, it was one of the last books I read this year, so it's very prominent in my mind. I read The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I read it for my friend, Naya. I wanted to like annotate a book for Christmas. And I was trying to find a book that was more like in a genre that we would both read. Because we read very, very different books. Which there's nothing wrong with that. So I was trying to find like a middle ground book. Oh, I hated that. Stieglarsson, scathing review. First of all, it doesn't write women characters in a very good light, so that was a little rough. Not everybody needed to sleep with the main character. He's just a man. So I didn't like that. The plot was so slow. The first 200 pages of the book, not necessary for the plot. Did nothing for the plot. It was so bad. We really just needed to know like 3 characters, and you introduced us to all 85 characters. Nobody needed that. Not a single person did. So the book was so slow. Like, the action, like, if I could take out everything I hated and just the few things I liked, the book would be 100 pages. And I think that would have been a good book. So that's me. I'm a hater. I recognize and acknowledge that. We'll be moving forward from this book and staying in 2023. But yeah, those are some of the most memorable books I read. Obviously, I read so many amazing books. In total, I read 55 books. The goal next year is 60, which you may think is I just don't know how this year's gonna pan out. So I think I might raise the goal if I hit it, because I exceeded my goal this year by like a decent amount. I think I wanted to read like 35 or 40 books, and I read 55. So we may like move it up depending on how like the year goes, because I was like, oh, what if I did 100? And I felt like that was like a little ambitious. So I tried to make a more achievable goal. So if we hit 60 in a pretty decent time in the year, I'll like move it up. But I'll keep you posted. So yeah, that's been the review. I hope you enjoyed whatever video you just watched, because I haven't edited anything yet. I don't know when this is going to come out, so just act excited when it does. And we'll see what video I make next. Alright, thanks so much. Love you all. Bye.